great, I can use triads. Sounds like a great plan, but how can I learn them all? So after my last video on how to use triad to sum up scales and so on, I had a couple of questions from my current students, but also from, believe it or not, a person that is following my YouTube channel. How can I learn them all? And I understand that because at the beginning, when we started studying triads, and when I did, it seems like a very heavy thing and very overwhelming as well. But what I found out for myself, at least, is that at the beginning, I wasn't just organized in the way I was learning them. And I came up with a system for myself that I'm teaching all the time. That is what I call a direction-based system. And it's a very, very simple concept. And this concept is based on the fact that on the guitar, if you imagine like your fretboard, and you start from any point, there's not really many directions you can go. So let's say this is my center point, right? I can go to the left, staying where I am, or going to the right. If I switch to the other camera so you can see my fretboard, what I can do is literally that. Let's say I have this sound here. I can decide to play anything really, like it can be a scale, a solo, a pentatonic, whatever. I can stay on this side. I can stay where I am, so I'm moving to the right, or stay where I am, or I go to the right side. So the way I learn triads is actually this. So if I am, for example, learning A major triad, this is my A, string 6, fret 5. I can decide to go on the left side. I can decide to stay where I am, or I can go to the right side. The notes that I'm playing are the same. A, C sharp, E, same triad. Same thing works anywhere really on a guitar. So let's say I'm playing D triad. Okay, I can go left, I can go center, or right side. Same, string 4, G major, right. This is my left, center, or right. And lastly, here I can't go really to the left side because I have no strings. I can do my center and my right. Now, probably you noticed this already, but when you start breaking down things like that, you notice that a lot of the strings work the same way, right? So you can start memorizing string 6, string 5, left positions are the same. When I go to string 4, because of the tuning of the guitar, kind of would be this, right? But because of the tuning, it becomes this, so easier to play this way. Then I have another exception here, and here I can't play it anymore, but would be the same. When I go to center forms, I realize the same thing. Works just the same. When I get here, it changes. Here it goes back. Right form. Same. Same. Exception here. Back to normal. So if you really break it down at the end of the day and you count the forms, there are not that many, these many forms. And if you're interested in knowing more about triads, there's an entire 20 plus minutes lesson on my Skool. It's a free lesson that you can get access to. You get access to studying material, practice material, and so on. So when you start practicing the triads like this, I think you solve a big problem. There's a problem on how to memorize them. And something that usually is the next question that I want to address in this video, even if very, very briefly, is, right, but once I know these triads, I always have the problem that I'm stuck in one position, right? So, okay, I know this A, but how about these other strings? Well, if you really, really think about it, once you understand that this is another A, Here you have a centered form and the octave right here. Same thing with the center form. When you get to here, this is just another A, so one octave and root up here. Same with the centered form. When you're here, guess what? It's a centered form again. So right form, centered form. So at the end of the day, the forms are always the same. So my point being, when you start realizing, all right, I have these many forms, then it's simply a matter of where am I, which direction am I moving? That's the only choice possible. So I hope this video helps. If you want to know more, again, I have a free video about triads on my Skool community. I hope to see you there. And if you have more questions, that was very, very helpful for me to receive a question of how to expand on my last video, because I'm always looking for ideas and I have a list. But if you guys tell me, we would like you to break down this concept, that concept, this solo, this scale, how do you practice this and that, it helps me as well, because I know which direction to move with this.